What is up, bros? In today's video, we're going over a pretty nutty game we had in the ZOW, and we just finished up playing the Yamato in ranked battles. We finished up its legendary module. I think this season has been a really good one for people to get done with their legendary modules. If you aren't working on those, I highly recommend it. Games tend to go pretty quick. You can get a lot of them done. A lot of people use clan battles to get these done really quickly. And actually, the Yamatos is my first one on my main account that I have actually gotten. I'm almost done with the Yangs on my alt account. We've been playing a lot too. But I know we've been doing a lot of ranked battle videos recently, so I kind of apologize, but it's the main game mode right now. And we've been getting some monster games and some good games to go over. But man, the ZOW is just so good. We just finished up the Yamato's legendary module, so that's done. That's checked off the list, so time to move on to the next ship. And the ZOWs, we're currently on like one of the last stages. We just need the wins and then the base XP. And if it's going to be like this, it's going to be pretty quick and pretty easy. I played the ZOW on kind of the last half of clan battles this past season, and it was pretty... you kind of fall in love with this ship, especially since it's quote-unquote buff. I would call it a buff to its now 12-kilometer torps. You'll see how good they are at the end of this game, and they are just game changers, absolute game changers. And this game is all over emotions, up and down, back and forth. And actually comparing the teams, we actually had right away the better team. But even though you have the better team, doesn't mean that you are guaranteed to win by any means. But again, ZOW, what we're looking for is we're looking for broadsides, we're looking for sneaky sneaks, we're looking for all kinds of stuff. But one thing, we're looking to use this nasty 203 AP on broadside cruisers like the Minotaur and like the Hindenburg, because you'll just make them disappear. Now, a bit of a bummer, we didn't have, I was HE for a bit, and then I saw maybe that the Minnow was be there, and I'm sorry about the replay. Whenever you use a spotter plane, it's a bit weird, and but you'll see how good the 203 is when we get stuff like the Minotaur and, of course, the Hindenburg. So I loaded up HE first for the DD, switched over because we might get a cruiser, and there's a nice 20k salvo on the Minotaur. So good. I love this ship so much. It's one of my favorite tier 10s. I just don't really play it that much in random battles, so basically just in anything competitive, that's when I'm kind of playing it. But it's just such a good ship, and I just think it's super underrated. And whenever something's going to give you broadside, we'll just put some nice shells in. This ended up not being as much damage as I wanted to, but you just throw it in there. And I think the ZOW maybe has some of the more underrated AP. Everyone talks about like the Des Moines AP, the Hindenburg's AP, the Moscow's AP, of course now the Stalingrad's AP. You usually only hear about the ZOW's HE and its fire chance, which is extremely high. It's a stealthy ship. But man, if you can get into a position where you can use this, and you'll start to see me kind of using this and getting into the right position, getting into a spot where you can get those broadsides and be that flanking ship, a ZOW is potentially one of your worst nightmares that you could probably have. Of course, we want to start working on HE. Almost only AP so far this game, and basically it would have been nice to have HE on that broadside DD, or that DD that was running in. I think that's one of the ZOW's strengths too, is supporting a DD, kind of shadowing a DD when he's going into cap, because as you'll see later, 4, 5, 6, 7,000 damage on a salvo from a ZOW is nothing out of the ordinary when it comes to the damage you can do in one salvo. So that's one thing I like to do. I like to basically mirror or shadow a DD as he's going into especially a C cap. Try to keep your detection out a little bit so you aren't caught broadside, but then just obliterate the DD. That'll give your DD the chance to just do a ton of damage, and your DD the chance to just win that then fight. But the downside is you are doing a bit of a presence here, but your game is, you are a slow advantage style gameplay when it comes to the ZOW. You have a very low detection, and you really want to get into a situation where you can take advantage of your accuracy, of your dispersion, of your 203s, everything. And what we want to do right here is get into a spot where, one, I can get this minnow, and two, get him on a broadside or the Hindenburg. We're not quite sure. You don't want to overextend though, so I'm kind of getting to a spot where I can get some shots in, but we want to look for those broadsides. And as you can see right here, we're going to turn out, use that ZOW Troll AP, use that the ZOW Troll armor, and really start working out Hindenburgs. Everyone kind of laughs that Hindenburgs are kind of that German turtle, that armor, but ZOW AP doesn't care. ZOW AP does not care about the Hindenburg's armor, and you will absolutely just shred Hindenburg's out goes his propulsion. That means we're at least going to get one more salvo. And we're just going to angle up enough. When he starts shooting at us, we should be okay. And then one thing too, I highly recommend on your Zao, if you're playing it, expert marksmanship, or not expert marksmanship, expert reloader is fantastic. So what we're going to do here is put one more salvo in. He's going to shoot HE. It's actually going to start doing more damage than I thought it would. This first salvo I think hits me for like basically like 6k. But here we go, switching right over to HE, doing the Zao things, but I want to keep up pressure on this guy, so instead of turning away south, we do want to keep the pressure up. So what are we going to do? His guns aren't really even on me. I think he shoots one more salvo, and then he turns away from us. What we're going to do, get that salvo. AP's insane, HE's insane. You can't really hate this ship at all. His guns aren't even on me anymore, so we'll just put some pressure on, and then start winning this fight, and then we're basically a GG. But we need to get into a spot because our team on the other side has really lost a lot of life, so we are moving over and then pushing through and using again this stealth. We need to find the 2DD still. They're down a cruiser, but if you saw earlier, some of our guys are super low, and as you can see right here, we have a cruiser way the heck out here. We have the kind of the middle taken care of. We're hoping that our Wooster can get some damage in, because he's extremely close to 2DDs. Our gearing, not in the best spot, hiding his smoke behind an island. That doesn't really achieve much. But again, if they can get that Shima down, if they can get the Yu Yang down, we're looking really, really, really good. But yeah, it would have been nice for our gearing to be in a spot where he could have potentially shot at something, but sadly he isn't. And sadly, our battleship and our Wooster couldn't kill that Shima. Looks like they might have had, but we did get some damage in on that Yu Yang. Lost our DM. DM losing a fight to a Shima is never good, but it looks like he flooded out. And of course, we're going to start looking at this Minotaur, put damage on him as well. So as you see right here, I'm a bit far away, and this was kind of set up for them not to completely pull away from this line. So this ship is very much about opportunities, but it's if you're basically the enemy team goes one way and you go the other, you can be in a really bad spot of there's just nothing then there for you to shoot at. Luckily, this thing just snipes anything from basically max range, so as long as you have a decent aim, you'll be fine. But as you can see, I gotta push basically full speed due west and look for those broadsides. This DM, if you're watching on the minimap, always keep your eye on the minimap. And now even with the line, whatever ship you are spotted on, it's going to show which way they're going. We're looking for AP on this DM because you can dev strike a DM, you can dev strike a minnow, and it's something that can easily happen. We lost our Yu Yang, which is pretty cruddy, and we're losing all the caps. So we tried to shoot a nice little blind shot here. I thought our Wooster was going to go down. Does he go down right here? I don't remember if he goes down exactly right here. Oh yeah, he does. And so our Wooster goes down. So we're starting to lose this fight pretty bad. Looks like that smoke is going to be perfect. Our Yamato takes out their cruiser, which is good. And then we get a nice little shot here. So this, I wasn't sure what to exactly do. If the right shot was going to be on the Yamato or the DM. It was probably the DM. You want to take out those radar cruisers. We still have a DD, and you'll see we're not going to get much out of our DD the rest of this game. He tries his best. Seems like a nice guy. Handy gets the kill on the Wooster. That's nice. And so my whole thing is we need to get to a spot where we can work down this DM that lets our gearing just go crazy. And if you remember, I think their Shima's still alive. Yeah, their Shima's still alive, and he has leaves a nice smoke for me. That's awesome. But play right now is 1. Hindi goes around, starts burning everything to the ground. Gearing caps C. I kill the DM. Work on killing the Yamato. Easy peasy game, right? No, nothing to worry about. Our gearing has a 3-to-1 health on their Shima. He had 55k or 5500. This is just an easy peasy game. We're gonna pop up that. And this guy was actually a pretty decent shot, so I didn't want to give up broadside in the smoke. There's torps, so obviously the Shima is relatively close. I thought he was going to take a torp right here, but it's just my angle of camera, and he's not really spotting, so a bit of a bummer. I think I asked the Yamato if he has a plane, because if we get a plane, then basically both those guys are spotted. That's the reason why I was doing it. So this was a little sketchy. I was debating putting in torps here, hold down that corner, but I'm at the time where I just need to start burning stuff down. I was gonna drop torps, but it's just not safe. That gearing not really being in a good spot to. I didn't want to self torp or torp our guy. One thing too, AP is so good on the Yamato. or so good against battleships. And I'm trying to throw up some random torps here. Maybe catch that Shima. Since they are 12Ks, I'm not detected, so I could technically stealth torp with this ship. And as you see right here, there's the Shima just popping up there, and it's basically on me. I got to be super, super clutch. And so, nice 7K salvo on the Yamato. But right now, it's kind of funny. Watch our gearing. So here we go. Here's the Zhao accuracy. And we're under, I think it's the Hydro. So down goes our Yamato. Boom. 5K just on that. We're actually a little bit behind too. And then we got to hit that Shima. Take him out. Zhao absolutely delivers. 2 salvos this guy. I think under Hydro. I don't even know how he's... I think it has to be Hydro. So just like that. That was super, super, super clutch. And as you see, our gearing goes completely out of cap, doesn't cap, and we're just gonna watch him. And if he's ripple firing at Yamato, I don't even know what he's doing right now. It wouldn't be ranked without this gearing. So as you see, I look down and I see we're down on caps. We have a DD, so we have a massive, massive advantage. Obviously, this DM is way out of position, so there's no way he's even gonna get a target on him. And I'm just like, hey, do you mind capping? Would it be okay to cap? I think he's in a really bad spot. He loses this fight against the DM, and this is when it gets super sketchy. So I need to get just, you know, straight up. I just need to do work. I just need to put on carry pants. DM shreds me close range. Again, gearing's starting to go back into C, which is nice. We reeled him back into reality, and I just need to start burning down this guy. Worst or best case is I just put damage on him. He repairs, which is right here, which is amazing. And maybe our gearing gets a flood on him, a fire, a whatever. I think probably the smartest thing for him to do would have been that. And right here, this was so intense. And I'm like, all I need is one shot. All I need is one shot. I just went out, so I'm hard turning in. And I'm like, Hindi, pop a plane, pop a plane, pop a plane. All I need you is to pop the plane, and I have this shot. And as you can see, he pops the plane just a tad too second. I'm like, all right, GG's. That's all. And you know, I was a little bummed out. But it was a little bit of a bummer. It would have been amazing if you threw that up early. I would have had the shot. And our Hindi, who torp the Wooster, is going to try to torp this guy. Apparently he misses it. And this is the rank salt a little bit. Hindenburg not getting the torps off. Feels bad, man. Tries to go for the rank, or tries to go for the ram instead. And there we go. There we go. But one thing that happens is our Hindenburg maybe not played the best right there, but their DM is going to not play the best right here, and we may just have a chance. So these are the 12-kilometer torps, remember that. And as we were talking about earlier, the Zhao used to have 8 kilometers. The buff to their 12s is pretty nice. And as you can see right here, the Yamato is turning south. And remember, the Yamato just repaired my my flood. So DM, the right play for him is to just turn in or turn away, and he's good to go. Holds that corner. There's nothing we can do. I have to push in and go broadside to a DM. But remember, this is ranked. And so when there is a chance for people to throw the game, they will find a way. So instead of just living and winning the game, I put a nice 2000 or whatever, 18K salvo into them. We have a chance. We get those torps on the Yamato. There's 2 torps there. I don't think there's any way. Well, first of all, this guy has to annihilate me. And second of all, we're going to go in, get these torps on this guy. He's still, I think he just repped. And pretty much right here, he's going to turn. There's no way he's going to be able to avoid my torps just with this situation. And I think he turns. There's not really much he can do right here. And I think maybe HE would have been better. We got a little lucky right here. I mean, he could have absolutely blapped us here. He does for about 18K. 17K, whatever it was. But he starts to heal, which I got a little scared about. But we shot our first set of torps in the idea of that it would have basically covered everywhere. So I think we would have got him anyways. But he was basically out healing our AP damage. So I got a little worried that he deserved to kill me right here. 100% this guy deserved to kill me. The dispersion was there. But anyways, we got him with that. An amazing game. I'm excited to play the Zhao in ranked. 192k damage. the easy peasy comeback. And when people find a way to throw the game, they will find a way. So I guess we traded our handy for their DM. I think that's a fair trade at the end. And overall, had a really fun game, and I'm really, really excited to continue to play this. And we're playing it live on stream, so if you guys want to come check it out, you definitely can. But anyways, guys, Zao in Ranked, it's so good. It's such a good cruiser. I love it and cannot wait to get my legendary module on it and just have more and more fun. But anyways, guys, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.